Okay. I'm now looking at it. I'm actually at the whole thing. Just gonna move this. Well, first we're gonna shrink it. Move that there. Oh, I still have the hello core. That's funny. Okay, so now okay. I'll be back in a moment. All right, I have returned. Um, I'm just trying to figure out what reference should I use? Should I use another culty one? Oh, you know what? Actually, real quick, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fix this. I'm just gonna. Oh, I need to lower my chair. Hi, KGT. How are you doing? I'm just editing this real quick. Oh, it's not all what I meant to do. Okay. I'm just gonna. Let me fix the eye. I never went back and deleted this from Argus's. Aw, thanks. How was games with Doxy and Argus? I know he was playing it. Also, is it like confusing to like? Is it like confusing to Hold on. Is it? Oh, anyway, what I was saying was like, is it confusing to have like playing multiple games at once? Because Argus seems to do pretty well at it, and I was just curious. See, that looks so much nicer. Let me fix this one. See, I thought that looks a little bit better than how it did before. Pretty well. Currently have 3 playthroughs right now. One with Fudge, one with Argus, and now one with Doxy. We'll see. I mean, as long as y'all are having fun. Okay, so we're gonna save. I can delete this. The thank you for watching. So let's go ahead. Move that over there. I still don't really know what I want to draw yet. I don't know if I want to do another Argus one or a Culty one or something completely differently. I'm not entirely sure yet. I just know that I was gonna go ahead and like shrink them. We're gonna go ahead and delete this. They're so cute. Having a lot of fun. Game with Fudge and I have fully different kind of characters. With the other two, I'm running the same kind of character. So I have a feeling that might get a bit confusing at times. Oh, I'm sure. I was playing Silksong earlier. I unlocked a new area. Great. Uh, and I faced a boss a couple of times. And then I had to farm materials for like 20 minutes. And I got to my level, not to my level, but I got to one of the stopping points. I saved. I'm like, you know what? I don't like farming like this. So it just sapped any sort of like desire I had playing it. So okay, if I yeah okay okay so that's still there. So we just go ahead and delete that, I guess. Yeah, we'll delete that. All right. So what should I draw? What should I draw? I do not know. Let's see. Okay. So I've done the grumpy one. I've done the heart one. So you know what? Let's do the Argus LOL one. Let's try that. Okay. So just like before, so basically we're gonna do a circle. I love how so much dog hair and my hair just gets stuck in my pen. No. Ah. Ooh, that's a good circle. Okay, I'm happy with that one. So let's just go ahead and fix it up a little bit. Okay. Okay. So okay. Okay. So I'm okay with that. It's about quartered correctly. So pretty much dead center in the middle, it seems to be a little bit less is the Argus nose, which is kind of like it's kind of like a triangle. Okay, so then mm, no. It's like it's the loosest triangle. I wish I had a bigger image of it. Actually, hold on. Do I? Let me see. Let me see if I have a bigger version of this. Because I remember he sent me some of them. Okay, he isn't. Okay, I heard my pizza. So hold on. All right, I have my pizza that I need to put in the oven. So just give me a moment, please. I am back. Let me put the timer on my pizza. I got 18 minutes. Okay. Oh well, since I'm not playing Silk Song anymore, I can activate Spotify audio because it's just the copyright free stuff. But this way, there's at least some background music. I'm trying not to have background music for Silk Song. Okay. Okay. All right. So the Argus knows. Oh no, I lost it. So we're doing his LOL. No. Okay. Um. So like, the nose is kind of triangular, but I'm gonna try to do. That might, actually, honestly, that might work. Let's see. Let's test this out. And then it does come down a little bit. So then we'll just do like a little. Okay. You know what? I like that. I like that. It's not perfect, but you know, it's okay. Okay, so now I have his nose. Um, we'll do the eyes. Actually, no. So we're gonna do this. We'll do the mouth part. Is this nose too small? I don't know. We'll find out. So we'll do. It's a. And then a. Oop, that was a mistake. I. So you know, I do want this to be somewhat even. No, I don't like that. You know, it's kind of like what it is. Ah, fuck. No, not save. I'll take it. I want to say there's like little those, but I'm not sure because I only the only image I have for the emote is like when you hover over the emote and it blows up a little bit. That's all I have. So my perspective is very, very tiny. So okay. So it seems to be like midway through here we have the, but it also goes like, nah, I wouldn't say it's perfect, but you know, I'm okay with it. And then for like 30% opacity. Yeah. So then for the shadow of the tongue, it's like it's off center and it goes like and then like and so then it's like Okay. I'm not a huge fan of it. I just don't... I mean, maybe this is the thing I need to learn in the future, but I just don't like the... Well, first of all, this feels like a little bit weird. Like, when you see drawn art, oh, that just looks terrible, but whatever. I don't remember what opacity I did. I think it was like, you know what, maybe it was like 33? Yeah. So one thing I was like, so when you look at, like, shadows in other art, it's a hard line, but it makes sense, whereas when I do the hard line, it doesn't make sense. So I'm curious to know... Oh, actually, hold on. Let me see something. Let me try... Nope. That's not all I meant to do. This. And then fill. Nope. I don't like it, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay. So I technically, you know what, let's make the mouth a little bit bigger. Not bigger, thicker. That's what I meant. Thicker. We'll make it a little bit thicker. Okay, Okay. Okay. No! What the... Ugh! It makes me just so angry. And for context, the thing that makes me angry is like... So, for context, what makes me angry is, so on one monitor, I click on the emote to get the pop-up, right? So I can see it somewhat better. And if I forget to tap on my tablet to tell my computer, oh, I'm on this screen now, and I zoom in, it zooms in the Twitch chat rather than, like, the drawing. So it's just very frustrating. Okay. So now we'll do eyes, I guess? Zoom in a little bit. So it's a crescent moon. Is that sharp enough? I mean, to be honest with you, I like it. I'll just make it thicker. I like that. Ooh, I like that one a lot. Okay. I like that. So we're gonna... So this is a little bit too... Is that too big? No, I think it's okay. I do want it to be more of a curve, not a point. Well, that was a lot simpler than me just drawing it in myself. I don't know why I keep forgetting that's a thing. Alright, so the left eye is a little bit thicker. So let's try to match it. Well, they're sisters. They're not twins. Let's go ahead and save real quick. How much time is left until my pizza needs to come out of the oven? 2 minutes. Okay, okay. So we're gonna do super low opacity. And we're just gonna do... No. No, that's too big. That kind of looks like blushes. Okay. I'm cool with that. I really don't like the shading on the mouth. Like that hard line is just... So note to self. Oh, that's my timer for my pizza. Note to self: when I do shading, super low opacity, like super low. Okay, let me go grab my pizza. Give me a moment. Oh, hello, Argus. Hi. How are you? How are you doing? Can you tell what I'm trying to draw? Yep, that's the one. I just Colty witnessed me knowing that, like, as you can tell for the shading of the tongue, it's shaded because it's a dark color. But when I'm just doing black and white, it's really hard for that to translate. So what I did was that I'm like, okay, so future reference, super low opacity, like super low. Oh, I'm gonna put on my glove. Now I gotta do the parts that I'm like kind of worried about, which is like the ears. Like, the ears kind of worry me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, let me put a timer on my phone for like when the pizza should be cool. But yeah, Argus, like, I was playing Silk Song, and I did unlock a new area, which I'm fine, which I'm cool with. I faced a boss, and what pisses me off is I'm pretty sure I came really close to being the boss, but I was just getting frustrated. I'm like, I can't do this, and I know this game is hard. I know Silk Song is hard. And I'm not saying there should be... I mean, I would love if there was, like, an easy mode. But I'm not saying there should be. But it would not surprise me if I get through Act 1. And there's 3 acts, by the way. If I get through Act 1 and I just stop playing the game. Because I'm not good enough or patient enough to, like, play it until I beat it. Because I'm struggling with Act 1 shit, whereas there's still Act 2 and Act 3. And, like, the boss I'm facing, right? They released a small patch, or they're about to release a small patch, that made it easier, and I'm struggling with it a little bit. Yeah, it's meant to be hard. No, people are fuming about the difficulty. I understand. And, like, but I agree with the people who's like, don't change the difficulty, because they designed this game how it should be, and if people really want to beat it, they should just essentially get good. And I understand that if I was really passionate about this game, that I would just get good, quote unquote. But like, I'm not. It's a quote unquote free game on Game Pass. It looks really interesting, and I am enjoying. But like, if I don't beat it, I'm not gonna like lose sleep over it. You know. There's a reason why I play a lot of my story games on like easy or normal, because my goal is just I just want to have fun and experience it. Whereas this one is like I'm having fun, but now like the frustrating part's starting to overtake the fun part, which I always knew. Okay. So, the ears. The ears are kind of like my nemesis a bit. So we'll... Oh, let's put the opacity back to 100. Nope, that's way too low. Way too low. Alright, so using the thing as a reference, it looks like the outer ear ends ballpark here and starts about here. I did make your eyes a little bit bigger, so like I fully agree that I kind of fucked that up, but it's okay. Okay. Is that too big, you think? I don't think so, but we'll see. Nope, that's not right. I do want them level. How did it straight line? Straight line. Okay. Just to use the reference for like how tall it should be. How are you doing, sweetheart? I'm so sorry. I completely forgot. There's that. There we go. There we go. Okay. So. It's back. Okay, so now look at the other ear. The outer part, which is what I'm in. My back is still hurting. I'm trying to get comfortable. Oh, sweetheart. Is it the knot in under your shoulder blade? If it's the knot under your shoulder blade, okay. So as a temporary measure, what my mother used to recommend me do is I would find a door frame with a pretty like pronounced / sharp point, right? And then I would arch my back in a way to where I felt the knot was like the skin was tight a little bit. Like I would hunch in on myself so my back was arched, and then I would find it on the door and just push against it. It would hurt, and I would never do it for as long as I needed to. But like, try that and see if it'll help, and just like go and like you press on it just as hard as you can tolerate it, and then you just like gyrate yourself in circles to try to work out the knot and see if that helps. If you haven't done that already. Next time I see you, I will be more than I have the ball, the tennis ball, in my backpack. So if I see you tomorrow, even briefly to give it to you because you just can't sleep, I can give it to you tomorrow, so you can use that and like lay on the floor. But if we see each other next on Saturday, then I'll give it to you then. Okay, so let's do the inside of this ear. So it looks like it goes here, and then it gets a little bit close. And then it ends a little early. And then there's this little, oh, hold on. And then there's a little, let me zoom in a little bit. So it'd be, yeah, I kind of like that. And then it's a little bit thicker. And then it follows. No. And it'll go in a little bit, but mainly it's just like schwa. Okay. I'm okay with that. So then the other one seems to be ballpark here. And the end is like here. I know it's supposed to be symmetrical, but like I don't think I can do full symmetry. So then and then the top will be about there. I think I fucked that up, but we'll see. Okay, so that's an okay shape, but it's hard to see. No. Okay. I'm okay with that. But, like, this part... Okay, so... This ear is too pointed. Okay. There we go. Okay. So then we will delete this inner. Okay. That looks moderately even. Like, not like super even, but like pretty even. Okay, so then. So then it's a little. That's too big. Already tell. So we'll. Okay, that's also pretty even. So like I will take that. The ear tufts. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of this. And I can go ahead and get rid of this. Okay, so then this part is the big one. Okay. You know what? Actually, I think if I were to, I'm gonna try this. That's better, I think. I keep forgetting that I can just like I keep forgetting that I can just literally circle it and just shift it over, which is super awesome. Okay. So then and it gets kind of close. And then it ends about there. My arm is so itchy. Okay. So I got the ears, I got the tufts. There is a slight inner tuft, so let's try to do that. So it's more like a schwa. No, I don't like that at all. Okay. So the next one is more like this. No. Oh, yeah, I don't like that. Okay. Oh no. Culty ended, so my... Oop, okay. Hold on. Where is the Argus emote? I lost it. There it is. Okay. So the ears are pretty good. The face is pretty good. So now what we're gonna do is we need to do the cheek tufts. That's what we need to do. Okay. So increase the opacity from here. Okay, so it seems to be, and then a slight little this way, and then that goes like this. And then there's like a tiny little, there's like a tiny one, and then, oh. You know, I like it, so we're just gonna go ahead. Oh, nope. I hope I'm doing a good job. I mean, because I think comparatively, this one's being a little bit more cooperative. Okay, actually, I don't like that. Okay, I like that. That looks nice. So now I do have typically a problem. I can do the right side okay because when it goes from left to right, but when it goes from right to left, I do have a problem. So, damn it, I need to click his icon again. Shit, I did it again. Okay. Damn it. Okay. Okay. Okay, and then there's a tiny little swap, and then a swap. No, don't like that. And then it's gonna be like a probably like about here. Okay. So I actually would like this to be a little bit more inward. Okay, so this left tiny tuft needs to be a little bit tighter. Yeah, a little bit tighter. Okay, so I just need to make it a little bit more. No, that's too short. Ooh, yeah, no, I don't like that. Okay, so we're actually gonna. There we go. I like that a little bit more. I am gonna make it a tiny bit more obvious. Does that make sense? If that makes sense. Okay, I'm okay with that. Okay. I have the head. So now all I really need is like the shoulders and then to like darken the lines enough for my perspective. So we're gonna do a. And then it's gonna be. No, I liked that first one. Okay. I still. I don't know what this is. It's just. It just doesn't. Let's try it. Let's try it this way. Yeah, I like that better. Just select. Okay. Okay. Ooh, nope. Okay, so I'm gonna darken the lines here, and then, yeah. That was an accident. Okay. Well, I think that's it. I mean, I didn't do any of like the purple shading or anything because I don't feel like comfortable enough right now doing that. So, what's it called? So it's called Up ARGOL. I'm not sure how long that took me, but I assume an hour. Nope. I cannot spell the word roughly, apparently. Okay, let me get rid of. Let me actually before I save fully and stop. All right. All right. Well, thank you everyone so much for watching. Um, so I'm getting pretty close to my um. I'm getting pretty close to finishing the achievement. So once I finish the achievement, I'll go back to like 3 or so days a week rather than pretty much every day. I would like to continue Silk Song. We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping when I wake up refreshed, it'll be okay. Um, and then more art. So let's see. I don't think I have. No, I do not have enough of y'all to raid. But that's the third Argus human I've driven. This is the fourth, I think, art session that I've done. And I think it's going okay. Human face is a little bit weird. I think the reason why Argus's face is so well is because it's very, at the base, it's very circular. I can just do a circle and then add to it. Rather than when I did Colty's face, it was very, like, pointed egg shape. But it was difficult for me to, like, get the shape down. So you know what? I'm just going to say thank you so much for watching, for the Silk Song, for art, for whatever. And I hope to see you people in the future. Have a good rest of your day. Goodbye. Night, KGT. You have a good night too. Night, Argus, and night, other viewers. Hugs, kisses, moi. Well, that was to Argus mainly, but good night, everybody.